And today we have.
Flora Ostro.
So let's talk about you being an adult woman on the spectrum. How was your diagnosis and how you feel as an adult?
Okay, so my diagnosis, it's interesting you say that because I wasn't officially diagnosed until I was like 8 years old. I was unofficially diagnosed at 3 because I was involved with Babies Can't Wait, because I was also born 3 months early. Um, so I think on the actual evaluation form, it says like possible signs of early Asperger's, because this was 2005, but nothing else. Like, I didn't get diagnosed with anything until I was 8, and then it was official. But my parents knew, like, my parents were like, yeah, she basically has this, even though it wasn't confirmed yet. Autism wasn't something that they hid from me. They were very open with me about it. Like, this is something you have. It wasn't necessarily like a good or bad thing, and they weren't very specific about it, not because they wouldn't be, but just because they didn't know what it was either. So, like, they couldn't really explain it to me. I just knew it was how my brain worked and was like, okay, cool. And then I found a book by Kathy Hoopman that actually explained it further. It was, it's now outdated now, but the book was All Cats Have Asperger's Syndrome. So I was just reading that, and I was going through it with Mom, and she was like, that's you on almost every page of the book. So, and that's how I learned what it meant to have Asperger's and, by extension, autism.
What is one way that we can better support adults on the spectrum?
I don't necessarily know how this would be orchestrated. And I'll go back to the adult part of living on the spectrum because I forgot to answer that one. But a lot of my friends that are on the spectrum, their housing situations aren't that good. Like, they're adults, but yet their parents are very controlling, abusive in more ways than one. So I guess some way to get them out of that, so they could be a bit more independent, because I can't really describe it here, but there are a lot of people whose parents are just holding them back, and they don't do anything. Like, the parents don't do anything about it.
Ooh, that was
your question?
A lot, and
yeah,
and I never thought of it like that. And my last question is, where can my audience find you and support you?
Well, I don't really, I can't really answer this question. I don't have a very strong social media presence, unfortunately.
That's okay.
Well, I'm saying unfortunately for you, I don't mind. I have a YouTube channel, but I don't really post anything about autism on there.
What is it for they can follow you and support you?
Miku Maniac.
Can you spell it for me?
Okay, capital MIKU, capital MANIAC.
Thank you so much.
All right.